set of loser semifinals.
Yep, going to be a fun one for sure. Again, Synnister with quite the run. I believe it was a couple weeks ago. Where he got second, I believe, to Jackal, second or third.
Yep.
I think it was. So
Yeah, that was the one we commentated.
That's right. I remember. It's like it was yesterday or a couple weeks ago. Whatever comes first. But yeah, it should be a fun one. I believe we're most likely going to see Ken Masters in some capacity.
Yeah, and then I imagine it will be the Steve from Fhantum coming out today in bracket. Oh, Ryu, actually.
Ah, yes. The other Street Fighter character. How could we forget?
I have seen a whole lot less Ryu, I will say, from Synnister, and I do think that Ryu has more of a disadvantage in this matchup versus Steve, but coming in, I'm really excited to see how Synnister plays this.
Yeah, well, we're going to see how that engages right there. The Shakunatsu Hadouken immediately going to detonate the TNT. So let's see how Synnister's able to engage here. And so far, so good. It's already off to a good start for them, being able to generate some damage in the corners, but Fhantum able to immediately reverse course here. And this is not looking great if you're Ryu.
No, absolutely. Just being able to wall out the ledge like that. So absolutely playing Steve to the strength and then able to sort of capitalize on the weakness of the recovery of Ryu. Fhantum coming back in with the minecart, however, not going to lose the stock just yet, but you can see her utilizing the Elytra to come back, and then that, that wasn't even the Shoryu from... That was so fast, too. Anyways, first stock of the game going to Synnister.
Great stuff for Synnister to get on the board here, but Fhantum again wasting no time trying to get back into the thick of things. Just going to sit back, put up these blocks, force Synnister to have to engage with them to get through here. See Synnister using a lot of focus to maybe try to eat a potential counter hit here from Fhantum, but just coming up a little bit short.
Yeah, you can see Fhantum really trying to capitalize on a lot of this momentum. Going to go for the different tools here, coming in and just trying to mine behind this block. Synnister coming in with the focus in order to try to get rid of these even faster. Now trying to run back in, going for these down tilts, and then coming back to the side of the stage, able to recover over the blocks from Fhantum, and then Fhantum missing the back air, but just trying to sit in shield, not going to lose the stock just yet. But that Tatsu not going to take the stock either.
Just coming up a little bit short. The down smash on the corner again, not going to be enough. Using the up B to recover back vertically. Good air dodge. Oh no!
Oh, how did that happen?
Oh no! Oh no!
At the worst possible moment too.
Yeah, unfortunate stuff. Okay.
Yeah, we're
sure,
we're friendlies.
Sure, man. Whatever. That's fine.
Coming back to even, it is not going to be even for very long. As you can see, Fhantum has the diamond sword online. Air dodging over the block. However, that is going to be game number 1. Coming out strong to Fhantum.
Yeah, everything kind of fell apart once the controllers DC'd, unfortunately for Synnister. I hate it when I try to use the computer and mom's trying to make a phone call and then I can't hear anything. So, yeah, but it's just some unfortunate timings there. Again, Synnister able to even things up almost immediately, but, the ensuing combo string was just a wee bit too much for Ryu to handle.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Synnister. However, since we are in the loser semifinals, he will have a lot of chances to make this back up.
Yep, definitely going to have to, lock in here. But that air dodge down, not going to do you any favors as Fhantum, again, trying to get these low percent combos on board here.
Yeah, air dodging away from Synnister, as he should be doing. Coming back off and then utilizing the blocks, trying to get something, but that shield break though going to spell the end of Phantom's stock as Synnister is able to draw first blood.
Yeah, great stuff there from Synnister. And once again, trying to use the focus to get around a potential lingering hitbox off the ledge, but Fhantum, there to meet them. Now just going to take some time to craft some stuff, use the back air to create a little bit of space. Again, just opting to sit back, gather these resources. The bar's looking a little low, so you're going to have to be mindful of that.
Yeah, coming back in with the anvil, and then not able to take the stock just yet, but you can see trying to mine over. Oh, but the anvil coming out to take that stock for Fhantum. Coming back in with only 13%, so she can sit pretty comfortably here.
Alrighty, trying to find... Ooh, okay, whiffed grab for Fhantum. It could have been very dangerous, and here we go. Take your Shoto for a walk.
Not able to get a whole lot of damage, however, that ladder combo is going to get a whole lot more damage. Coming back in though, and then Fhantum finding themselves at a pretty even percent. The Hadokens coming out from Synnister though, and then putting more of oh, okay. Shoryu though coming out from Synnister, able to take yet another stock. But Fhantum definitely wants to have something to say about it. Not going to use the shield just yet, but that anvil is not going to take the stock either.
Oh, okay, it's just going to immediately swing through the fireball. They say that the axe is stronger than the fire that forged it, or whatever. I guess that makes sense. But here we go. Another vertical combo here for Fhantum as they continue to add on this percentage. Oh, the spike! That could have been really bad for Synnister, but, you know, great awareness to immediately, you know, jump and get the up B.
For sure, good stuff there from Synnister, trying to continue on with his damage. Utilization of the fireballs, not going to get the sweet spot of the Shoryu, however, still going to be able to seal out a game for himself on the board. So, 1-1, Fhantum and Synnister.
Yeah, again, that could have gotten real dangerous real quick here. You know, we've seen how quick these stocks are flying off the table for either character. Again, the Shoryu's been, you know, what feels like a bit of a, not a huge factor in these sets so far, but able to get a KO there as we're now sending it to the aforementioned game 3 here, Burl.
Yeah, coming back in here, it looks like we are going to be going right back to the same characters. So the TNT coming out pretty quickly from Fhantum, and then the fireballs coming out just loaded pretty quickly. Fhantum just opting to sit with these walls and mine, and then Synnister coming back in underneath of these blocks in order to try to get some damage for himself. Fhantum coming back in with an upwards combo, able to go for the back air, sending Synnister pretty far off stage, getting some blocks here, and then Synnister able to jump over them, but right into the down smash from Fhantum.
Yeah, great stuff for Fhantum, and again, use the minecart into immediate forward air just to continue to add on his damage. However, very low on resources, gonna have to be very mindful of that. So, Synnister continuing to add on this pressure. So now Fhantum just gonna kind of take a step back to replenish some of those resources again.
For sure, still able to utilize the minecart and the anvil, able to put some damage onto Synnister, sending him off stage as she opts to go for the pickaxe now in order to mine. Coming back in with some of the magma, putting up some more blocks as Synnister is able to utilize the Tatsu in order to recover, able to get some pretty quick damage, but the Shoryu not enough to take the stock just yet from Fhantum.
Alright, uses the Hadouken. Again, just try to just generate some offstage pressure. Alright, Fhantum just trying to find the big hit to kind of maybe potentially put the nail in his coffin as Synnister is down quite the percentage right now.
What a wonderful parry for that anvil. Coming back in with the Tatsu and then the Elytra from Fhantum in order to recover. Coming back and mining underneath this upper platform. And then that is actually going to be the end of Synnister's stock pretty quickly there from Fhantum, as Synnister is now on his final stock against Fhantum.
Yeah, Fhantum has done an excellent job so far setting the pace in this last game. It really doesn't feel like Synnister has been able to do much of anything for the most part. Again, Steve is just so good at being able to kind of choke you out of your traditional game plan.
Yeah, you know, this is a dangerous matchup when you can get you close to you, especially putting pressure on your shield, but that's not something that has happened yet, and that's mostly due to Fhantum being able to wall themselves out and then able to sort of put Synnister on his back foot. Back in with the pickaxe and then sending him way off stage, but way over the blocks, unfortunately not able to recover over it. And that is going to be game 3 going to Fhantum, as she will be moving on loser's side.
Yeah, great job from her. Able to clutch that one out. Again, a real barn burner of a set. It seems like whenever either player was getting their hands on the other, stocks are just melting away. And we see the shield break there. Uh, a great start to the game there for Synnister, but that was about all of the good fortune right there. Looks like Fhantum was able to rebound almost immediately. The anvil, obviously, such a great edge guarding technique for characters with very linear recoveries.
Especially being able to set up those blocks while Synnister was off stage, giving herself enough time to mine and then recover the resources was really good for Fhantum, as they were really able to utilize that against Synnister.
Yeah, great stuff from there. Let's take a look at the what feels like the never-ending combo from Steve. The down smash at the ledge, just so good against those characters that can only go one or two ways back to the ledge.
All right, so yeah, just coming back into this next set, it is going to be Fhantum yet again, but versus Zamba here in losers finals. I will have to look on Smasher's app or Super Major now in order to check their exact set count, but I don't know if these two win a lot specifically. I can only imagine that they do, but I'm looking that up right now.
Yeah, I would imagine so also.